have a good round and hopefully win your match, even though you never know. That's why in the pros they have won the world match play, and you know, you run into a hot player, so you got to have some luck to keep on winning and get to that final match.
Let's go back to the tee and Chris meet our second group.
Thanks, guys. Our second group has arrived. Bob Engler, presently on the tee at +7. Bob selected a 3-wood. He's hit it very nicely down the right side, turning it over a little right to left. Now the wind's pushing it back right a little bit, but will come up in perfect position.
The big 3-wood.
Certainly is. I'd say about 70, 60 yards left.
Yes, you're right, Chris.
Jesse Bingaman next on the tee, also using the 3-wood. Jesse, presently +6 on the day, is taking it on the exact same line as Bob, and will hit it just by him, and again, be in great shape in the left center of the fairway. And that was Mike DeCappa, the final member of this group, with his driver. He's hit it dead straight, and 3 wonderfully played shots.
Mike, I think you're going to see a lot of people hitting the 3-woods and hybrids. Again, it's about 280, I believe Chris said, to get to that bunker, which you do not want to be in. 3-woods and hybrids are more accurate. Most people, I'd rather have a full shot in here, meaning at least 80 yards with my lob wedge.
Yeah, it's 280 to reach the hazard. And the funny thing about that is you cannot see that much from, you know, like we talked about. These guys standing up here at the tee cannot see that hazard. There's a little yellow cart sign that's in front of the hazard, which is the only key to where it is.
Right.
So again, they've all played here, obviously, before. They're playing by memory. So they're just laying it up about, ideally, 270 from... you know, the center from here to there is about 270 yards, and they're happy with their shot.
Interesting array of qualifiers or hopefuls here in the afternoon, coming from really all portions of the Eastern Coast. Bob Engler, who is a graduate of Central Catholic back in 1992, is currently living in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. He's been there for 17 years. He has his own business of budget blinds, but he had an accomplished career with the Vikings. He won an East Penn Conference championship in 1992. He finished runner-up in the District 11 tournament to L.J. Bennett, who we'll see earlier or later in the afternoon. Engler is back for his 5th straight year. Last year he qualified with a 74 and lost in the first round.
As Mike DeCappa hitting his second shot, got up there pretty quick with his cart, just short of the green.
Now that's one of the other interesting aspects. Some guys will ride, some guys will carry their own bag, some guys will have someone else carry it for them, some guys will pull it, but it's all up to the way you want to go. Here you see a couple of guys with some caddy. Mike must have somewhere to go. He's in a hurry. He's up there and knocked it on that front part of the green, actually just a little bit short. DeCappa was a member at Northampton Country Club.
And he had about 70 yards, Mike, and you know, I believe that I'd rather have a little longer. A 3/4 wedge is not an easy shot unless you practice a lot. So we'll see what happens with the other fellas here.
So it's going to be Engler. It looks like. Get a good look at it from behind the tee, and as Chris mentioned, just off right center of the fairway is a perfect look at it. Engler coming in from a great angle. Made it to the round of 16. In 2008. Lost to eventual champion Brian Johnson.
And he is about 80 yards, Mike, and good angle. I think the best shot is just fly it, of course, about 10 feet short. It should hold. Short of the pin, that is.
Shot on its way and really well judged. Pitch is about pin high, spins back, very makeable birdie putt. Bingaman now at +6. Also a member at Northampton Country Club. He's the club champion this year, playing in his second Lehigh Valley Amateur. He qualified last year with a 73 and won a couple of matches before losing to Phil Reese in round number 3.
Pulled that. No, not long. But
touch long, but safely aboard at +6. He should be in very good shape.
Guys, while they're making their way up to the green, I could elaborate on a little bit of the situation back here. We've talked about the wind, and in my opinion, one of the toughest shots on this course is the 17th tee shot. The last 9 guys, none of them have hit the green. Most of them coming up left. So this has caused a problem with a little bit of a backup on the tee. But of course, you guys mentioned him being on top of the situation. The head pro, Mr. Kohlhammer, has now arrived on the scene. Has begun to have the group that's chipping on the green wave the group behind him up in hopes to speed up play a little bit. But again, the wind is causing havoc on 17. 0 for 9, the last 9 shots to the green.
A hole that we have covered in the past in our coverage of this event, and kind of wanted to stay here with the rain that came through middle of the week and then also the end of the week. You don't want to go out there with our equipment and having damage. Here we can set up right on macadam and not have to worry about anything. But that would have been an interesting day's work for us. And that's a green that's tough enough to hit as it is. And you factor in that wind, and it becomes even a little bit more difficult. DeCapo has already putted from just off the front part of the green. And for Engler and Bingaman, 2 putts to get it in under 79 should put them in very good shape. It'll be Bingaman first. He's a graduate of Nazareth High School, 2009. Currently enrolled at Northampton Community College, playing to a 1 handicap at Northampton Country Club. Average 72 as a senior at Nazareth High School, qualified for the PIAA tournament, wound up 18th. That's a pretty good showing.
Sure is. Yeah, he has about close to 30 feet, Mike. I believe, a little downhill, and as we said, I think it might work just a little left to right, not as much as it looks like it wants to.
Yeah, we saw a putt made on this line a little while ago, pretty much straight. I mean, especially where he's at. Want to leave yourself as stress-free of a par putt as possible. So speed important. If you play it straight and just run it down there at a good speed, you'll be in good shape. Green's not as fast as in years past, and that's created some stress for the players, and that one runs pretty well by.
And as you said, it surely didn't break right.
No. If anything, that putt's going to go to the left.
It could. From that angle, you're right.
Yeah, you see it break pretty good right to left.
Mike DeCapo will tap in for his bogey.
I think Bingaman still not inside of Bob Engler. And as much as you want to try and make birdie there. So he saw it roll by and move a little to his left. So if anything here, he should be looking left center. Coming back uphill now.
It looked like he pulled it. Yes, he did.
So a bogey for a round of +7. Should be in good shape. A round of 78, but just leaves that tough taste in your mouth to leave the golf course after playing a pretty good hole and coming up with a 3-putter. Here's Engler now to cap off a round and has him currently at +7. A tough putt to keep inside the hole, but that's where it needs to be. Engler went on to attend college at Mississippi State, graduated in 1998. Nice birdie 3.
Very nice.
Nice birdie 3. So he finishes at +6 in a round of 77 for Bob Engler. So 2 in the 70s here in our second group. And looking back on the tee, that dilemma on number 17 has Chris, a lonely guy up there. Chris, can you give us an update on what's going on? You know, always a tough par 3 to make
amazing.
3 on.
I'm watching. I can see where some of the shots are.